On your way out the door this morning, you're expecting warm weather, nothing but sunshine. You can leave those jackets at home. About 66 degrees by 7 a.m. Through the 10 o'clock hour, 82 degrees. And by 1 p.m., 88 degrees. Grand Junction should make it to around 92 degrees as that forecasted high today. But the weather patterns we've been seeing are continuing through today, which means red flag warnings are still here. And wildfire risk is still high. We've refined the areas under the warnings and advisories just a little bit. Again, these are issued by the National Weather Service. They go into effect around 11 a.m. this morning and expire 8 p.m. this evening. But weather favorable for starting fires and then spreading them out of control is impacting Mesa County, Garfield County, extending all the way to Eagle County and including portions of Pitkin County. We're also seeing portions of the San Miguel County area, as long as we're also seeing as Rio Blanco counties experiencing low levels of relative humidity down to about 7 to 15% and wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour in some of these spots. So wildfire danger is on the forefront of our minds. We know this isn't an empty threat as we've seen a couple fires over the past couple weeks, but a lot of heat is expected to stick around. We are expecting to have this consistent weather here for the day today, but we also have a little bit of change. So a small change in the forecast indicates maybe our week might be looking a little bit different. Over the span of our next 24 hours, we're still warm, we're still windy, but we do have some moisture, and seeing moisture is exciting. We've been dry for an extensive period of time. It isn't for us here in the valleys, but the Continental Divide could see a little bit of shower activity overnight tonight. So from 5 p.m. and forward is when we'll start to see some of those smaller cells of convective activity pop up, and then that's when we'll start to see those bigger storm systems move through around 10 p.m. Again, these are for the southern mountains along the Continental Divide, not for us here in the valleys, but any change is definitely worth mentioning because that means all of western Colorado might be impacted in the coming days. We're hoping to get rid of the red flag warnings, and they don't look like they will be reissued for tomorrow, but that still leaves us with another risk for today. The heat and your pets, so members of your family. 92 degrees is the air temperature in Grand Junction later this afternoon, which means the temperature of the asphalt could be equal to around 121 degrees, the concrete 105, the grass about 98 degrees, and the shaded grass you're expecting to see about 85 degrees. So your furry friends could burn their paws in as little as 5 minutes with temperatures at 120 degrees for that asphalt. So be careful when walking your pets today. Do it this morning or late in the evening to avoid any sort of heat concerns. But lastly, we're expecting to see a warm day today almost everywhere, so brace for a little bit more sunshine. About 93 degrees in Grand Junction today, 88 in Montrose and 88 in Cortez, and in the Rangeley area, 90 degrees. If we take a peek at the low temperatures overnight, we're cooling off nicely, around 63 in Grand Junction, 57 in Delta, 58 in Montrose, and about 50 in Cortez. And if we take a peek at those 7-day forecasts, again, today is a first alert weather day due to the red flag warnings. Thankfully, we're getting rid of those red flag warnings. But it is Country Jam weekend, as Alex mentioned. So moving forward, we should start to see 98 degrees transforming to 99 by Saturday and Sunday. Monday, 100 degrees. So it's going to be one warm weekend. And in Montrose, we're expecting to see 88 degrees, a first alert weather day with a little bit of wind, but heat on the way. We're cooling down tomorrow, but it doesn't last for long as we end up back above average before we know it. Delta will also end up back above average before we know it. 93 degrees today turns to 91 on Wednesday, and then going forward Saturday and Sunday, we're in the 100-degree range. And lastly, Cortez, a little bit more wind today, not much. They aren't under that red flag warning, but still a little bit warm, and in the next few days, we'll warm up to above average, so warm weekend ahead.